100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Gone! Hot! Over! Hot!
They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Detroit!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And on the ground they go with the running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Jones. Coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Over! Hot!
They'll set up a throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now a handoff looking right. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go on the ground. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hurry up. Here we go. Green.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down. To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. Here's Coleman. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They'll set up to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Take it at the 37. Well, it wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a first and 10 from the 10. And they'll run it here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. He may try and run, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
No, check, Patriot!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, it's Coleman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep for Julio. It's caught inside the 25. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, LA! Hunter Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20. As his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll look to throw here. And Jones has it over the middle. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Coleman now. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. So out come the Chargers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. They're going to look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
So this completes to Henry over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Mario Edwards in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Escapes us. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Leopard! Leopard!
Looking deep for Julio. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Underneath for Miller. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be third down. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And Catanzaro's kick is right. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Lucky 56.
Out of the gun now on third down. The catch made by Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. The Falcons on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. The 30. 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off. It takes it to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Left side completion to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. Jackson with a grab over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completes it right side to Dodson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. It's Coleman here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that will shave one more off this lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Desmond Trufant, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Josh Doxson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Catanzaro now for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll go on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running backs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now.
And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watching now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. Drops it off for Coleman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25. Yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Leopard. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, He goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
On 3rd down. It's Shaw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Time for a break. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Falcons, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.